we're nearly at the end. This run, it's almost been a perfect metaphor for the last year for me. Greetings guys, Si here and welcome back to the channel. Slightly different video today from me, but one that I feel I need to make, and hopefully one I think that you guys will enjoy too. There will be some golf sprinkled throughout the video, but you're certainly going to learn a lot about me over the next few minutes or so. Today is the 8th of March 2021. I've just dropped the children off at school, and today feels like quite a momentous day because it feels like one step closer in the right direction in the end of the COVID pandemic, life returning to some sort of normality, certainly here in England, and also exactly 1 year after, for me personally, the world changed. So on the 8th of March 2020, I completed the Cambridge Half Marathon. It was kind of like the last time I feel that the world, certainly my world, was normal before COVID really changed everything in the UK. So to mark the occasion, I'm going to run a half marathon today around my hometown of Bury St Edmunds, and I'm going to take you guys along for the ride, and we're going to look back over what has happened in my life over the last year, the highs, the lows, and everything in between. So let's go. So here we go then. I have not planned a route. I'm just going to run and then stop once I hit 13.1 miles. It feels like the world is a completely different place to when I ran Cambridge Half Marathon back in March 2020, and this just feels like the right thing to do. Let's go.
Inside of me, it's a deep hole where I bleed. Oh, can I seal it? You're like an ocean without land, not a single grain of sand. I'm drifting on it, so cold yet warm. When you hold me, when you close, I know.
Okay, so there we go, first 3 miles done, and for me it's been all about thinking about my family, about my friends, about everyone that supported me in the last year. It has been phenomenal to spend so much time with my children, spend so much time with my wife, and to make sure that I stay connected to my friends, both online and face to face wherever possible. And the first 3 miles of that was really thinking about that first lockdown, those first couple of 3 months after the 8th of March 2020, when the world just seemed to completely change around me. My wife and I both stopped working.
To be honest, the first few weeks of lockdown was a load of fun. We had PE with Joe, we were all staying at home, the weather was amazing, we went out for our daily exercise. COVID seemed to be a long way away. I managed to do some lockdown learning with some other PGA professionals that normally you'd have to travel halfway around the world to see these guys and to learn from them, but they were doing online coaching things. I started doing my own online coaching lessons, something that I hadn't gone and done much of before. We had our home haircuts. Obviously there were negatives like the supermarkets being so empty, not wanting to leave the house, a big fear of everything that was going on, but we really enjoyed that first lockdown, certainly in the first few weeks, and then as it continued on and on, it started to get harder, but with the weather being so nice, it didn't feel so bad.
Yeah, a lot happened in those first 3 months. Let's get back to running. We'll have a chat about the summer after 6 miles.
A little bit lighter with you. Something's letting me heal. You're making it brighter right through the...
Oh, the Tut Hill doesn't get any shallower or any easier. That's a decent hill. So those of you that saw the last couple of clips probably knew where I was heading, but yes, 6 miles in and I'm here at Bury Golf Club. And it was kind of halfway through lockdown that I came back to work. I was furloughed when the shop reopened for click and collect and to take green fees, but I did go back to teaching, and what a summer it was of teaching. It was
super busy, super odd just doing one-to-one coaching outside. It's not being able to use the studio, not being able to use some of the tech that we have in the studio was different as the restrictions started to ease a bit over the summer. Managed to get out to see some friends, see some extended family, to go out and play golf a couple of times. On the 1st of June, something happened that I think has gone on to change my life. I posted my first golf-specific content on TikTok. I was recommended from a friend of mine who works at TikTok to start a golf page, and it was something that I went into without any knowledge of the platform. But the PGA Life 365 TikTok page has grown to over 18 million views. I've made over 1,000 videos on the page, helping golfers, educating golfers, engaging and connecting with golfers. We've got an amazing community of nearly 30,000 golfers on that platform. You guys have really helped get me through 2020, the creative outlet, the engagement, the community spirit that we have on that platform. I am so thankful to every single one of you. I'm not going to be stopping on that platform anytime soon, and hopefully one day I'm going to get a chance to meet some of you guys. So I just wanted to say thank you very much. So yes, a lot happened in the summer. Big changes all round throughout my life, throughout the golf club, throughout the handicap system. Lots and lots of things changing. Golf itself was very busy, and I think, you know, one of the positives to come out of all of this horrible stuff is that golf as a sport has certainly grown in stature. It's, you know, obviously I'm biased because I'm massively into the golf and I believe in the benefits that it brings, but I think people have started to realise the benefits of the game, and hopefully the next 5-10 years of golf is going to be fantastic. However, as summer turned to autumn, COVID started to rear its ugly head again. We had the new Kent strain that obviously took hold in the UK, and then November happened. Had so many hills. Beeston's Way, that was killer. A little bit lighter with you. Something's letting me heal. Okay, so 10 miles in, and this break feels a lot like that November lockdown. Just a quick respite for the country, a quick respite for everyone, where hopefully then Christmas and beyond will be something to look forward to. And for me, knowing that I've just got 3 miles to run, knowing that gives me hope, gives me something to look forward to. Now, November lockdown was tough, and my wife was at work, the children were still at school, so I was at home on my own for the whole of that month. And the putt-out challenge really kept me going. It was potentially where I lost my mind the most, but it was a lot of fun to film. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. But the pain, the scars were already there, very similar to my feet. At the moment, a couple of pretty severe blisters starting to form on the soles of my feet. And the mental pain and the financial burden and all the things that have gone along with this year were starting to mount up. But there was hope, there was expectation, and there was something to look forward to. Christmas was on the horizon. Well, Christmas was as good as it could be. The restrictions were lifted just for that one day, and I did spend it with my mum and dad and my sister and her family, which was amazing. But then almost immediately we went back into lockdown. To not be able to coach even outside for the last 3 months has been tough, but the vaccine rollout was amazing. The country is moving in the right direction, and here we are on March the 8th, looking forwards, not back. Ambulance ain't for me yet. But these last few miles are really tough now. I have not trained for this half marathon, I just decided that it would be something that I needed to do about a week ago when I realised the significance of March the 8th. My legs are starting to seize up, the blisters on the bottom of my feet are hurting, and just like the last few months, it's about just getting to the end now, just getting to the finish. Doesn't matter how I get there, I've just got to get 13.1 miles in the tank today. I've just got to get to that June the 21st date that we're all in England hoping that the restrictions have ended. Most of the people have got their vaccinations and their second vaccinations, and we can enjoy the summer again. This has been tough. It's been a tough year, it's been a tough run, but we're going to get through it. I am going to finish this today, so let's get it done. Do not care about the time, let's just finish this now.
Making it brighter right through the grey.
Whatever it takes. Walking up hills now, but I'm going to get through this. So I'm into the last mile now, and it's definitely a run walk strategy. Legs are pounding, feet, blisters are, I don't even want to take my shoes off right now, but we're nearly at the end. This run, it's almost been a perfect metaphor for the last year for me. I wasn't prepared for what was going to happen in the year 2020, March to March. I wasn't prepared for this run. I naively went into it thinking that, fine, I'm prepared, I'm well prepared for this run. I've kept my fitness up, but in reality I've not run over 5k in a long time. And I got found out today, just like I feel like I got found out a little bit with the mental side of things through 2020. I'm glad I had my creative outlets. I'm glad I had my friends and family. I'm glad I had my fitness guys to keep pushing me as much as I could through those low times. But as we come to the end, this has been a journey. This has been a journey. The last year, I think March the 8th will forever be ingrained in my memory. It's it's a day that I won't forget. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that little trip down memory lane, a little bit nostalgic, but hopefully a good lesson that we can all learn going forwards. I want to say a massive thank you to my family, to my friends, for keeping me going, for supporting me in the last year. I also want to say a big thank you to our Patreons. You guys help keep the channel running. If you don't know about Patreon, there'll be more about that in future videos, but for now, thanks for watching. Do all the YouTube type stuff. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.